Morning, guys. Okay, so what I have on today, first things first, I've got a market scan this morning. So I'm going to take you through, show you how I prep for that scan. I've done my night routine the night before, and now just get up an hour or so before the Zoom and check the market and decide what I'm going to talk about today. And look at my face. I went out in the sun yesterday and forgot to wear sunscreen, and now I'm so red, so it's really freaking sore. But yeah, anyway, that's what happens when you don't take care of yourself with sunscreen. So yeah, not feeling the greatest mood-wise today. I think I'm going to order myself some Uber breakfast, do my market scan prep, and then let's see how the day plans out. I think I might actually book a getaway somewhere and just go somewhere and have some fun. So as I'm editing this, I've realized that the sound wasn't actually on. So just ignore my mouth moving in the corner there. And this is a voiceover of my actual routine. So first things first, I start with Bitcoin on a higher time frame, have a look at how the daily's looking. Wouldn't have closed before my market scan starts, so just seeing what it's looking like. My market scan starts right on the daily open, so it gives me a bit of a heads up as to which way they're doing the final push for the day. And then from there, I just drop down and have a look to see how we're going on the 4-hour time frame and just get a little bit of an overall bias because Bitcoin kind of rules the markets. So once I've done that, for my market scan, I'm trying to look for the best trades for the students because there's a lot of people in the community that are of very, very different skill levels. So trying to do a market scan for hundreds of people of all different skill levels is really difficult to kind of get it right for everyone. So I have a watch list of the perpetual future coins on OKX because that's where I trade. So I'll just put in simple support resistance if I can see a supply or demand zone and a basic trend line. And then once I actually get to the market scan, that's where I'll go into a little more detail and draw out things that I think that people should be careful of. Once I've been through all of my charts, I just come and have a look a little bit of other analytics and just get a bit of an overall idea of what's going on across all exchanges. And then the last thing I'm doing is having a look at the heat map to see if there's anything stand out there. So that's my market scan prep. Sometimes if there's fundamental news, I'll look for some articles and whatnot, but there wasn't really any on this particular market scan. So that's it. Now that I'm all prepped and ready to go, it's just a matter of waiting for 11 o'clock to deliver that scan. What else have I done this afternoon? I went out and lay out in the sun for a little while. I definitely covered my head, but yeah, just had a bit of downtime in the sun, and I also booked a getaway. So I'm so excited. I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon just for a few days and just in Melbourne where I am now, but just to be out of this environment, be work free and trade free and just pamper myself and, you know, have my room cleaned for me and have my food served to me and yeah, just be treated like a princess for a day. So I'll bring you along with me over the next couple of days and show you where I end up hanging out. And I am shutting down the computer for the next few days. first impression. That reception was the most friendliest reception I've ever had arriving to any hotel that I've ever been to in my entire life. They were so friendly. It was a really warm welcome and made me feel like I'm going to get the peace that I need being here, and they're willing to accommodate me in anything that I need. So I'm at the Marriott in Docklands. Now, I live in Melbourne, so I'm only a couple of suburbs away from where I actually live. However, I'm not here for a holiday. I'm here to silence my brain. I'm here because there is so much chaos and uncertainty going on in my life right now, and I'm being pulled in so many different directions by so many people that I just can't work out how do I get myself out of this situation, because I'm not part of the drama, but I'm pulled into it by association, and all I want to do is trade. Like, all I want to do is focus on making money, helping people make money, being part of, you know, people who are dedicated and really committed to their own financial future. That's all I want to wake up and do every day. But I get dragged into things I can't control. And from every angle, people are like, Annie, do this, Annie, do this, Annie. And I know for the most part, like, they probably just have my best interests at heart, but it's so many opinions from so many different places, and it's stopping me from being able to think, well, what's best for me? Like, what is the path for me to take where I'll be able to do the one thing that I want to do, which is really help people build wealth through cryptocurrency. So that's what I'm here to think about. It's not so much a holiday, it's just getting out of my environment where, you know, I'm not distracted by cooking my meals or cleaning my house or, you know, jumping on the computer to trade because my work environment is in my house, or even just, you know, being able to sleep in and not have my pets wake me up so early, like, just to be completely looked after for a couple of days, you know? Oh my God, my face is just so burnt. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not here for a holiday. I'm here to silence my brain, or silence the outside noise actually, and tap into my heart and what I actually really want to do. And not only that, like, this place has the most gorgeous rooftop pool that overlooks the city. So I'll take you up there. That will be really peaceful and fun. So apparently, because I booked this room, there's like a special floor or something where you can get canapes and wines and whatnot. So let's go find it. Oh, well, that wasn't difficult. It's this here, the 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗏. Let's go. Legit question, why does the lift go from 8 to 15? Okay, so step one, I'm drunk. You gotta let loose once in a while and have a friggin' drink. So that was fun, all by myself, like a total friggin' gangster. And now I'm just gonna watch the sun go down. Let's watch together. Good morning. Let's go for a walk down there. Okay, so this sun is blinding me. I don't know where to move to get it out of my eyes, but one thing you guys need to know about me is that I am directionally challenged. You saw from my room how close this park was. It took me about half an hour to find it. I'm not even joking. This has literally been a thing my whole life. Like, I never know where I'm going, ever. But you know what? I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that?
'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have to do for a living to be able to afford that? 'Cause I have other good qualities and they make up for it. Like, seriously, what do you have
All right, that was enough inspiration for one day. Let's go back to the hotel. Wow, this is a good gym. Saunas that burn your eyeballs. It's so good. Honestly, this massage could not come at a better time. I am so looking forward to this. Yeah, let's go do it. Here's a hint if no one's ever told you this before. If you're a crypto trader, never log into the hotel Wi-Fi to place your trades. It's a breeding ground for scammers to get a hold of your information. Always use your own phone hotspot. Okay, so before I leave this place, let's talk about my final thoughts. Let's first talk about the hotel. So this was everything that I needed. Even though I'm not far away from where I actually live, it was the perfect idea to get out of my environment and clear my head, because at home I just have so many voices coming to me all the time with their opinions on, you know, what is going on, what I should do next, what they want to do. My mind was so cloudy. I couldn't think straight anymore. It was affecting my trading. I don't think I've lost that many trades in a really long time. So I definitely felt it in my trades, but we'll get to that next. The pool upstairs, the temperature of that water is perfect, and the spa was really warm. The sauna as well. It's hard to find saunas that are hot enough that like burn your eyeballs. That one, you can make it burn your eyeballs, and I love that feeling. The gym was so well equipped. The options for food, like it's not a huge menu, but there's 3 different places to eat or have a drink around here. Four places, sorry, within the hotel itself. And then there's, you know, just the wharf down there. So location, going for a walk in the morning and seeing those boats. I just find that stuff like that, people, you know, living their best life is so inspirational to me. So I loved walking in the morning and seeing that. The massage, I forgot that I booked a facial as well as the massage, and wow, that was the best decision I could have made. I absolutely adore looking after my skin. So yeah, when I got there and she's like, oh, we're doing massage and a facial, I was like, oh yes. And yeah, needed that, especially with the damage that I've done by accidentally spending too much time in the sun. So yeah, everything was perfect. So good on me, because this is what I really need. Now, thought number 2, the market. Now, I just emotionally haven't been in the right headspace to trade, and I have forced a couple of trades in the last week that didn't play out. Some did, but I lost more than I would normally lose. And that just goes to show that the outside things that are going on in my life are really affecting my mindset, and I protect my mindset a lot, like a lot. I won't let anything in my life get in the way of that, because I know how important it is to be clear-headed if you want to be a good trader. So that's a concern if things that are beyond my control are affecting my ability to make good trading decisions. So I have to keep that in mind. I think this has been one of the most uncertain weeks. I've been telling you guys in my Discord, which, by the way, if you're not in my Discord, the link will be in the description of this video. Join the Discord. When there's emergency things to know, I can get there quicker than I can do a YouTube video. But for the last week or so, I was adamant that we would fail at 46k, but there just seemed to be so much power in every move up that I really doubted myself. And so much on social media about this Super Bowl and that we were going to moon because of the Super Bowl, and I just didn't get it. I was like, is this retail dumbness buying in? Because I couldn't even read the order books to tell me what was going on. And yeah, when I get that confused, it's stay out is the answer. But I can't lie, I was freaking out that maybe I was wrong this time, and that, you know, I hope people aren't closing trades because of me that are going well. You know, I know whatever trade you take is your decision, but as an educator, you can't help but feel that pressure sometimes that people don't do their own work. So anyway, I was really like, every time I saw Bitcoin just continue to push up, I was like, maybe I'm wrong. But last night we went up to 45,840. So very, very close to the 46,000. That's where we rejected. So we rejected because of the CPI announcement, came in at 7.5%. They were estimating around 7.2. So I knew anything from 7.5 and above would dump the market. So I actually stayed up for it, which is not something I ever do, but we had just run up so much that if we hit that 7.5, I knew there was going to be a good short in it. So I did short. I stayed up for it and I did short. Yeah, so a bit tired today. But, you know, that kind of made up for all the dumb mistakes that I have made over the last week. So those are my market thoughts. Now, let's talk about what really matters. So we know I came here to make a decision on what my life looks like moving forward. I want to tell you something about me that you probably don't know. So I'm a highly spiritual person. I believe in, you know, divine guidance. I believe in angels. I believe that people that you love who have passed over are still there looking after you and guiding you. And I believe in astrology and all that sort of stuff. So every day, as part of my motivational or mindset routine, if you will, I listen to my astrology. And there's a couple of people I follow on YouTube that over time I've sort of built the trust in them, and because, you know, their readings have always just turned out to be exactly kind of what is going on in my life. So anyway, the point being, when I was at the gym here the other morning, I listened to one and this reading smacked me in the face. And I ended up coming back to my room and I listened to it again, and I actually took notes because there was so much. So I want to point out the key points from this. Number one, the overall energy of the reading was strength. And the meaning behind that was that I am overcoming an internal obstacle and that I need to believe that I have the courage to work through this because I doubt myself a lot. This is so true. But here was the key thing from that reading that really stabbed me. It said, you are robbing yourself with your scarcity mindset and that you are your own worst enemy. And that is so true. That's not a scarcity mindset to do with trading. That's a scarcity mindset with me believing that I could make it on my own. Because in the past, I had a business that was highly successful that was sabotaged overnight. And I lost it. And 3 years later, that still hurts. So, yeah, to read all of that and that I need to work through my fears, it's my fears that are getting in the way. I think that it's time for me to put into practice the skills that I learned being in business for close to 2 decades, along with the trading skills that I have also acquired that I can't use to their full potential. And even more than that, the wealth creation strategies through crypto that literally anyone could do, even if they don't want to learn to be a trader. I have spent the last 2 decades collecting so many skills that I've never had the opportunity to share, especially because in the last 3 years, I've been living in this fear because of what happened in my last business. So I want to see people be massively successful in the way that means success for them. And I want to be a part of a community that is focused on just that. So I think this is the point where I need to leave the nest and get my wings and fly. And yeah, so those are my final thoughts. And I don't know.